People, we need to talk again. About you. Yes, you. Again. I know. This is becoming a habit of mine. But there's a few things that need to be addressed. Again. Okay. If you've already read the title, you know what I'm talking about. I have an issue with the commentaries. The commentaries on YouTube. Now, I have stated before, both privately and maybe publicly, that I don't really like commentaries. Now, I'm going to have to partially retract that statement, because it's not that I don't like the idea of commentaries. It's more that I don't like the way most people on YouTube are doing and using commentaries. Now, before I even go on, I should probably explain what a commentary is for those of you who may not have seen my response to tubers. A commentary is where you take a video, or maybe sometimes an audio clip, and you play that, whatever it may be, and record yourself as you watch it, or listen to it, and voice your thoughts about it, supposedly constructively. That is what a commentary is by definition. A commentary is not what I used to do with my Fox News videos. That is not a commentary. There's not really a name for that, but it's not commentary. Not technically, anyway. And therefore, it's not protected under that fair use clause that a lot of you like to bring up. That being said, let's move on to my issue. Now, I've noticed an increasingly and very common, and this almost always happens, a pattern with drama surrounding commentaries. This is essentially what happens. Someone makes a video. It may be a good video, it may be a bad video, or it may be a video that people just tend to disagree with. Whatever the case may be, someone who watches it doesn't really like what they see, because I haven't really seen a commentary on something that people like. Commentaries tend to be very, very negative. And they make a commentary about it. And for the purposes of this video, we're going to assume that it is a proper commentary. And they make a commentary. Now, more often than not, the commentary isn't a proper commentary, in a sense that it isn't constructive at all. All it is just a commentary where you just make fun of the person you're talking about. You just go on and on about how much they suck, and say absolutely nothing about the video itself, or don't point out any semblance of flaws. You just mock the person. That's all you do. So what ends up happening is people watch your commentary, and some may like it, some may not. The friends of the person you did the commentary on, who made the original video, get angry at you and start flaming at you. Your friends start defending you and flaming them back. Then the person who made the original video decides that they want to make a response video, or a response comment in which they defend their point, or they become very angry at you. And then you get angry and start saying that they're being ridiculous, and that's just the internet, it's not meant to be taken seriously, and then your friends attack them, and then his friends attack you. Do you see why this is a problem? This is absurd. There is no reason why intelligent human beings need to act this way. You can't sit there and tell me that this is normal behavior, that this is the way we are meant to act, that this is an issue, because it certainly is, and it's becoming worse over time. So much drama could have been avoided if people would stop either A, taking commentaries too seriously, or B, defending them like they're a religion. Because that is what it seems like to me. Now I'm going to explain some of my other issues with the commentaries. The first thing that tends to happen is that the commentator, the person who did the commentary, defends his or herself. He or she usually brings out one or two cards. The fair use card, which is a legitimate card if they're doing a real commentary. You can't really argue with that one. And they also bring out the freedom of speech card. This is the one I have a real freaking problem with, and it drives me a little bit crazy, because people bring out this card all the time and they're like, oh, we have a right to say whatever we want because it's protected under freedom of speech. No, you don't. You can't say whatever you want. And you want to know why? Because a lot of the times in commentaries they're full of nothing but what is called defamation of character, not protected under freedom of speech. You can't say whatever you want. Now, for those of you who don't know, let me explain what defamation of character is. In a nutshell, defamation of character is making false allegations about somebody. I can't make a commentary and say that Big Al's a homosexual, because he's not. I can't make a commentary saying that Helsing 920 killed somebody, because he didn't. Spax has a crush on Cream the Rabbit, because he doesn't! You see what I'm saying here? You can't make false allegations about somebody. That's a crime. And contrary to the popular belief, the internet is not immune to the law. Now, I'm not trying to get all legal with you, and I'm not saying you're going to get sued over this, and more often than not, and especially on YouTube, the whole defamation of character thing tends to be overlooked. I've never heard of a video being removed for bullying. So, it's not really something you have to worry about, but I am saying that you can't adequately defend and say it's okay, because it technically isn't. In addition to that, a lot of you seem to have this idea that the world should be a place where you can make fun of whoever and whatever you want. And let me tell you something, you're gonna get thrown on your butt one of these days. You can't go throughout your entire life just making fun of people, and to be perfectly honest, I don't think the world should work that way. The world shouldn't be a place where you go around making fun of people for personal amusement. The world should be a constructive place, where people certainly notice flaws, but they aren't jerks about it. They try to help people improve. That's the way I think the world should work. Not only mocking people. That's just stupid and immature. And I'm not saying you have to go throughout your entire commentary never throwing an insult, because that's certainly going to happen, because there's some videos on YouTube that certainly deserve to be insulted, I'm not going to lie. But you really need to stop making false allegations about people. It just makes you come off as jerks. And for a lot of the intelligent community, those kind of commentaries just aren't fun to watch. And in addition to everything else, there is one thing that gets thrown around quite a lot. And that is this word. This is a word I am going to refrain from saying, because this is a word that gets thrown around way, way too much. And a lot of you don't seem to understand what this word means. And I notice this word gets thrown around usually when a person who made a video that gets commentated on defends their position. And a lot of the time, it's an intelligent and calm manner trying to explain themselves. But because they made a response to a commentary, they're automatically this word. How does that make any discernible sense? This word doesn't refer to self-defense. This word refers to people who try to defend themselves against true allegations, or say their work is awesome when it is definitely and blatantly not. This word refers to people who whine and cry because of constructive criticism, because people don't like what they're saying or what they're making, even if people are being nice about it. Those people are who this word is referring to. But this word is not referring to somebody who makes a video response or sometimes a text response defending their position against a commentary. Just because someone makes a commentary does not make that commentary immune to self-defense. If someone wants to defend their position, they have every freaking right to, and it certainly does not make them this word automatically. Oh, well, you're this word because you didn't take the commentary like a man. Truth be told, I have more respect for somebody who can stand up for what they believe in, or stand up for their work in an intelligent and calm manner, rather than just lay down and take whatever the heck the internet dishes out against them. It just means they have guts, assuming they're doing it properly and not just, whining and complaining. That's just annoying. But I digress. I think I've covered just about everything about these commentaries. And I'm not saying you can't do commentaries. I'm not saying commentaries aren't meant to be done and can't be entertaining to watch. But stop defending them like they're a religion. And stop making commentaries just to mock people. And stop attacking people. It's just not right. Stay sane, everybody.